Good evening and welcome to the evening news. Temitope Habakarim is my name. The federal government has commenced the payment of minimum wage arrears, which it owed lecturers under the aegis of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics and Academic Staff Union of Universities as part of efforts to end ongoing strikes by the unions. The national president of ASUP, Dr. Anderson Ezebe, and the chairman ASUP, Futmina, Dr. Bola and Bolarin confirmed this in separate interviews with newsmen. Reports say that the two unions are currently on strike following the inability of the government to meet their demands, including the payment of minimum wage arrears and release of revitalization funds, among others. Meanwhile, the Academic Staff Union of Universities, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso branch, has said lecturers at the state-owned university will not engage in any academic activities, despite the management's directive that students should resume next week. Reports say that the management of Lautech had been directed. I beg your pardon. Reports say management of Lautech had directed its students and staff to resume on the 26th of this month for continuation of academic activities. The HASU chairman, Lautech branch, Dr. Biodun Olaniro, said lecturers at the university were part of the nationwide strike declared by ASU, and they were not ready to abandon the course, except the national body of the union suspended the strike. The union said parents and students should be aware that academic activities would not start even if the students resume as directed by the university management. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Abiodun Alabi, has confirmed the arrest of no fewer than 35 motorcyclists and the seizure of 195 motorcycles during the ongoing enforcement of the state government ban on motorcycle operations in the state. Addressing journalists as the command headquarters in the Ikeja area of the state today, Alabi said the command had commenced preparations to tackle motorcyclists who may want to migrate to other areas of the state to continue their trade. He noted that the ban was in phases, adding that strategic measures were being developed to subdue any challenge that could arise from the implementation of the ban. Meanwhile, at least 2 persons have been killed in a crisis that erupted in the Mowe-Ofada area of Ogun State. It was also learned that there was violence in the Yanoikwaja area of Lagos State today also. Details of the incident at the Yanoikwaja are sketchy as at the time of filing this report. However, the Ogun State Police PPRO Abimbola Oyeyemi confirmed the violence in Mowe-Ofada area of the state. In the meantime, Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has proposed the clearance of Qatari Rijana Akilibu communities along the Kaduna-Abuja Highway, saying they harbor criminals and informants. The governor received the first quarter 2022 security report, which says 360 persons were killed and 1,389 others kidnapped in the state between January and March, adding that there was intelligence report that Boko Haram, ISWAP, and other terrorists were recruiting Kaduna youths. According to Governor El-Rufai, terrorists who relocated to Kaduna from the northeast reportedly said that Kaduna forests are better than Sambisa. He noted that the situation in the northwest is far more serious and potentially more dangerous than that of the northeast. The governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, has announced the immediate lifting of the curfew earlier imposed on the state to curtail the spread of violence in the state. The governor had, in the wake of violence that greeted the peaceful protest organized by youths in the state, calling for those arrested in connection with the killing of Deborah Yakubu, declared a curfew in the state metropolis. The notice lifting the curfew was contained in a statement signed by the State Commissioner for Information, Issa Galadanse, on behalf of the governor and made available to newsmen. Deborah was killed and her remains were set on fire following allegations of a blasphemous statement allegedly made by her in her school, Shehu Shagari College of Education WhatsApp group. The governor also urged the general public to be law-abiding and remain peaceful at all times, stressing the need for peaceful coexistence amongst the people in the state. He He reiterated the need for peace as the necessary foundation for any meaningful development. Governor Tambuwa also banned all forms of processions in the state until further notice. The Nigerian Navy has arrested 20 suspects with over 60 million liters of stolen products recovered. The successes were made possible by the Chief of Naval Staff's Beijing team, codenamed Operation Dakata Dabarao. The squad has made breakthroughs on which over 10 billion naira worth of stolen crude and petroleum products were denied to oil thieves by the Nigerian Navy. According to naval spokesman Commander Ayo Vagan, weeks 5 and 6 of the operation witnessed seizures and arrest of over 6 million liters of products and stolen crude oil, including arrest of more than 20 suspects, many of whom have been handed over for prosecution. And on sports, a 25-year-old boxer from the southern India state of Telangana has become the fifth Indian woman to win a gold medal in a world championship. Nihat Zarin beat Thailand's Jiptong Jutamas in the 52 kg flyweight category at the Women's World Boxing Championships held at Istanbul, Turkey. As the new world flyweight champion's name was called out, Zarin punched her hand on the air, hugged her opponent and broke into tears. The former junior world champion is the fifth Indian woman boxer after Maricom, Sarita Devi, Jeremy Real, and Lecter Casey to win a gold at the World Championships. In 2019, when Zarin asked for a fair trial against India's legendary boxer Mary Kom after being denied a chance to compete in the trials for the Tokyo Olympics. 3 years later, Zarin is a world champion, winning India's first gold since Mary Kom won it in year 2018. On the foreign scene, a government spokesperson in Rwanda said the nation expects the first group of 50 asylum seekers to be transferred from the United Kingdom by the end of this month. The spokesperson added that last month, the UK government announced plans to send people seeking asylum to the East African country. But earlier this month, it said it expected lawyers to lodge complaints to prevent their removal. Both countries recently signed a controversial immigration deal to take those who enter the UK illegally to the Eastern African states. For its part in the scheme, Rwanda will net $158 million. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees condemned the scheme as an egregious breach of international law and contrary to the letter and spirit of the Refugee Convention. That ends the evening news on OSBC television. We thank you for watching. Join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.